Good morning, West Michigan. We want to get right to the latest voting in Michigan for the presidential and Senate races.
That race is closing in here. We have more ballots coming in and a new leader at this point, Rick.
Yeah, this is what we've been watching all morning, and not unexpectedly, as we're seeing these absentee ballots come in, we now see that former Vice President Joe Biden has taken the lead over President Donald Trump by about 18,000, almost 19,000, about 18,000 votes to be pretty close. But we've still got 12% coming in, and these mail-in ballots are overwhelmingly favoring the Democrats in these races. So as we take a look at the map and we see that you still see a lot of red, there are enough of these absentee ballots coming in that are making these votes much closer, and in fact having the former vice president overtake in the presidential race. If we look at the Senate race, it too has closed into about 25,000 votes, each at 49%. Again, with those outstanding votes, we would anticipate this getting closer and perhaps even a flip there too. We'll just have to keep an eye on those as they continue to come in. Back to you, Teresa.
We have Justin Kohler at the Grand Rapids Clerk's office now, where they're still busy counting ballots. What's the situation now, Justin?
Yeah, Emily and Teresa, this is the last place in Kent County that is still needed to record the last of their votes. We last checked, 50% of Grand Rapids has reported. I'm going to step aside to give you a closer look exactly what's happening. This is inside the DeVos place, right downtown Grand Rapids, and you have people still counting these ballots, running them through these machines. The reason this is taking so long is because they are running into some technical difficulties. They're running these ballots in groups of 25, and they were starting to jam up, so they had to run these ballots in smaller groups. And of course, smaller groups means more time to count all of these large groups of absentee voter ballots. Of course, they are still working diligently to make sure all of these ballots are counted, but the machines are tired. These poll workers are tired. They haven't slept in over 24 hours. That's how long they've been working here. Teresa and Emily.
Justin Kohler, thank you. We want to send things now to News 8's Dana White. Dana, we know they're still working to count ballots in Kalamazoo County. What's the latest there?
Teresa and Emily, good morning. Good morning, West Michigan. Right here in Kalamazoo County, we're in sort of a waiting game right now. They are still waiting on absentee ballots to be delivered from the city of Kalamazoo, and those are the only ones that are left to be tallied and added into the system. And the clerks tell me the reason why this is taking a bit longer is because they're working to determine the mistakes on the ballots, which can include people folding them the wrong way, or them having stains on them, or just accidentally filling in a circle and then crossing it out. So they have to manually look at those ballots to determine the votes. But the Kalamazoo County clerk tells me that about 55,000 people voted in person yesterday, and about 91,000 voted absentee. So about 62% of the total people of voting here in Kalamazoo County are through absentee ballots, and they do expect those ballots from the city to be delivered within the next few hours or so. They say that they hope it will be done by this morning, so we will continue to stay here and wait for those to be delivered and bring you those latest numbers as we get them. Back to you.
Plenty
by
of
70%.
They're still waiting for about 50% of the vote to come in, so you can follow along with our election results at woodtv.com.